Inside the Lines is brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit their showroom at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com. And welcome to Inside the Lines here on cofcsports.com as we come to you obviously from inside a nice and warm TD Arena. It's been a miserable week of weather here in Charleston. Obviously the bridges have been closed down for a couple days. Good to be back at work. Thanks for tuning in this week. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot of basketball. We'll also talk a little bit of baseball. Let's start with men's basketball as they've got a big two-game stretch coming up this weekend. Here are the latest standings in the CAA. As you see, Delaware on top with a perfect record still in the CAA of 7-0. Towson at 4-2, William & Mary at 4-3, and then look at this logjam from fourth on down, really. Northeastern at 4-4, Drexel, College of Charleston, James Madison, and Hofstra all at 3-4, and then UNC Wilmington right now still winless at 0-6. Coming up on Saturday, College of Charleston will take on Hofstra, and then next Wednesday against the first place team Delaware. So a couple of tough games coming up. Got a chance to catch up with the coach and a couple of players as we look at this important two-game swing.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm the coach, so I'm getting ready for a game that has a guy that averages 21 points a game, and yet there's 7-15. But then there's 7 teams in our league that have 4 or 3 wins. Delaware has separated themselves, and so is UNC Wilmington. And then everyone else, 7 teams are 4 or 3 wins. So it's just a big old cluster. It's just a typical, in a way, a fairly, equal conference where every game is pretty tight. But again, I would say that Delaware has separated themselves.
Coach talked about hitting on all 5 cylinders. I think that's probably the best thing. We've put together some really great stretches. We put together some pretty good games. But I'd like for all of us together to be on this, kind of all hitting at the same time. And that consistency from all 5 positions would be really nice.
Definitely, it's a point of emphasis on this game because it's the next game, because it's a home game, and also because we lost to them before. But just like Coach said, it's a team. It's 7 teams in our conference. It's all about right there, So we need to start getting games and stringing them together so we can pretty much get in that, that top 4. Because Delaware separated themselves, and Townsend has 4 wins, just like William & Mary, and they're really 1 game away from us. So, it's really a lot to still look for in the season. The season is, really just beginning.
Trying to take one day at a time, and obviously, we want to win this one bad, and every single one from here on out. But right now, this next game is the next one, so that focal point is there already.
Try to encourage, try to show. It's this fine line between making progress by watching yourself play and focusing on not making that same mistake again. Being consistent. Hey, if you're not shooting it well, get somebody else a shot. Become an even better or more complete player. That's the goal here. That's the process for everyone to become a better player. And you just hope that at some point we start hitting on all cylinders. And as I've said we could or we may not. We have the potential to. Anthony Thomas played a really good game the other day against William & Mary. Getting them all on the same page would be great.
Again, the guys in action on Saturday right here inside TD Arena. You too can be sitting right here. Good seats still available if you want to give us a call, 953-CFC. That's 953-CFC, or you can log on to cofcsports.com. There's no TV this weekend, so if you want to see it in person and sit in one of these great, comfortable, warm seats, make sure you give us a call, or you can listen on the radio, ESPN Radio 910, tip-off at 4 o'clock. And then, of course, the guys will hit the road next Wednesday against the number 1 team right now in the CAA, the Delaware Blue Hens. Now from the men's side over to the women's side, where the women have really been playing well this season. They're off to a great start in CAA play at about the midway point. Let's take a look at the CAA women's standings, and there you see in first place, it's James Madison at 5-0, so a big weekend game coming up for the College of Charleston. Drexel in second place at 5-1. CFC at 4-2, followed by Delaware at 4-3, Towson at 3-3, then Hofstra, UNC Wilmington, Northeastern, and William & Mary. So again, a big road trip coming up for the girls this weekend. Good luck to the women's basketball team. Now finally, here for the first part of the show, we'll wrap things up with baseball. Obviously, with the weather being so miserable outside, it's been a very difficult week for the guys to get in any practice at all. They haven't been able to practice outside. They've been doing some drills inside, trying to watch some film, do some lifting, whatever they can inside to prepare, because the baseball season, believe it or not, starts in 2 weeks. The guys will open up with a 3-game swing at North Carolina on Valentine's Day, the 14th, 15th, and 16th of February. Got a chance to catch up with the head coach, Monty Lee.
I think that, anytime you're running guys out there that don't have a lot of experience pitching, we're going to always be aggressive. We're always going to try to throw a lot of fastballs, challenge hitters, force hitters to swing the bat and put the ball in play. So it's going to be very important that we make all the routine plays behind our pitching staff and not allow free runners on base. And I think that's a big part of what will make or break us this year, really, is day in, day out, is defensively, how consistent are we? Because one thing I do know, we're going to throw strikes. And we've got a lot of guys, even our young guys, have very good fastball command. I don't think we're going to hurt ourselves in terms of free passes by walking guys, putting guys on base that way. So we're going to throw strikes. We got to play defense behind our guys. And offensively, we've got experience there. We've got guys that have 100+ at-bats in college baseball already, so I think we're going to be able to handle offensive situations fairly well. We should. But the big key for us is being able to play good, solid defense behind a young pitching staff.
Hard to believe the baseball season right around the corner again. They start their season up in Chapel Hill against North Carolina, the 14th, 15th, and 16th of February, just about 2 weeks away. Again, the guys' basketball team in action on Saturday here against Hofstra. If you're interested in tickets, make sure you give us a call, 953-CFC. That's 953-CFC. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's freezing outside, and for some reason we decided that we were going to get in the pool and do a swimming feature with the women's swimming team. They have really had a great start to their season so far, so we'll talk a little swimming when we come back right here on Inside the Lines.
At Hendrick Honda of Charleston, you get our best price every day. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. We offer a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, free towing and shuttle service, complimentary loaner cars, and paintless dent repair. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit us today at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com.
And welcome back to Inside the Lines here on cofcsports.com. I'm Jeff McCarriger. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm not sure whose idea it was. It was probably Kyle or Rob's idea, but Kyle's raising his hand. He says it was his idea. Maybe it was Will Bryan's idea, the sports information director for swimming. But, with freezing temperatures outside, why not jump in an icy cold pool? As we go one-on-one this week with Sarah Boyle of the CFC women's swimming team. They're off to a great start. Got a chance to catch up with her. And we are inside the College of Charleston Swimming Facility Center here at the Stern Center on campus here at CFC. As you can see, the pool is in the background. And apparently soon we will both be getting in the pool, and I guess we have some sort of backstroke challenge going on. The last time I was near water with Carly Shevitz, one of our sailors, it didn't go well. Hopefully it will go a little bit better today. All right, we're here today with Sarah Boyle. She's a senior swimmer here at the College of Charleston from Columbia. And first off, thanks for taking the time to do this, and congratulations to you guys in the win against UNC Wilmington. A huge win for the program, first program victory here for the women's swim team since 1982. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell us about. How did you guys realize how big of an achievement this was?
I think going into it, it wasn't as much of like a reality as when we finished. I know walking in, it was senior night, and there was so much energy on the pool deck. All of our parents were here, and We finished, I don't know if we were expecting to win. I know we were really hoping to, but when we finished, I mean, the energy on the pool deck was amazing. And
Yeah, and it was against UNC Wilmington, so that's obviously a good win for the program too.
yeah, big win for the program.
So what events do you swim in, and talk to us about the team? You guys also won the Fall Frenzy back in November. So I mean, what have you guys done this year to really turn things around?
I mean, well, I swim the 100 backstroke, 200 backstroke, 100 butterfly, and the 200 IM, just depending on what meet we're at. But I guess the attitude of the team this year has come full circle from the past. I mean, we had a lot of challenges we faced at the beginning. Coach Zimmerman, he moved to, I guess, Michigan, and we've got a new volunteer coach, Doug, and I mean, the team has really embraced him and Bora. We've all been kind of helping each other out as a team to, I guess, excel, and it's amazing like what we've accomplished through that.
So tell us about some of your teammates. I mean, who are some other people? Obviously, you're having a great season. Who are some other people on the team having good years?
I mean, I can't name one person that's not having a good year. I know the entire distance group, the ones that swim like the 500 and the mile. I don't even know if you know how many laps is a mile. I don't know. I don't know how many laps a mile is.
Wait a second. I'm supposed to ask you the burning questions. You're not supposed to ask me questions.
Well, pop quiz.
I have no idea.
I think it's like 64. They have like the counters at the end, but the distance group, they've really, changed. I mean, they've all gotten so much faster, and I mean, it's really fun to come into practice now. Everyone's excited to be here, and I mean, it's a great team atmosphere.
So who are some of the girls that you swim with? What are some of the names? And are you guys?
I'm in sprint group, so I swim with like Meredith Smith. She's another senior, and Sarah Graves. She's a junior, and I guess Jamie. So I mean, those are kind of the girls I swim with in my group, and then Alexa. She's a freshman. She's I guess my not my replacement, but like the backstroker who's going to take my spot next year, and so I'm working with her to kind of get her up to get her
ready.
Yeah, get her ready for conference. Just like kind of introduce her to what college swimming is all about. It's a lot different than high school swimming. So.
Oh yeah. Well, you mentioned Bora. Let's talk about him real quick. The new head coach as he takes over. What has he done for you guys, and the energy that he's brought to the program? I
mean, Bora's just a really positive guy. He's always excited to be here. And it just makes it easier for us to come to practice when he is here and in a good mood. And, it's hard to come to practice when somebody's cranky or grumpy or it just kind of brings down the whole atmosphere of the team.
I understand. Kyle's like that all the time.
Well, yeah. But, so, I mean, it's just enjoyable to come. And then Bora and Doug, they joke around a lot. And, I mean, with the swimmers and with themselves. And so.
You grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, Spring Valley High School. She was a stud in high school. Two-time, state swimmer of the year. What was your high school career like, and how did you get into swimming?
Well, I mean, I guess way back in the day, I remember knowing how to swim before I could walk. We had a pool in my backyard, and my dad and I would race across it every day, and he always beat me every time. I was like, I'm gonna start swimming so I can beat you one day. But then we moved, and I never got a chance to beat him in that pool. But
you never beat him at that pool?
No, but I think I probably could beat him now. Maybe we'd call him and he'd come race with us later.
So did he swim when he was?
No, he never swam, but he just, I don't know, that was kind of our thing. And so I kind of started swimming like that. Started doing summer league just in the summers, and I loved it. I'm not a very good runner. I have zero hand-eye coordination. We went bowling last night, and I started throwing left-handed. I'm right-handed because I was better left-handed than right-handed. Right. It was embarrassing. But so I mean, I don't know. I just chose swimming, and I really kind of developed a career out of it. And in high school, it was great. I started swimming for high school, I guess, when I was in 8th grade, because you can do the 7th and 8th grade. And yeah, I mean, it was great.
So it's at that point probably when you're in middle school that you decide, hey, this is something I could be pretty good at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I decided, I guess, in 9th grade, I was like, I'm going to swim in college. I had no idea where I wanted to go, but I was like, I could probably swim in college. I'm going to do it.
So how'd you pick the College of Charleston?
I knew I wanted to stay in-state, and so I mean, I'm from Columbia, and University of South Carolina is pretty close. So I was like, I don't know if I want to see my parents every day and my family, but and so I mean, I came on a trip here, and I just fell in love with the school itself, and as well as the team. I guess one thing that I kind of decided was I wanted to be happy at the school, even if I wasn't swimming. And College Charleston definitely fulfilled that for me.
Yeah, Charleston has that effect on people.
Yeah.
Even if you're not doing well in school, it's still a good place to live, obviously. All right, last question before we get to 5 burning questions. Obviously, the move to the CAA for the college. You and I were just talking about this. This affects swimming. It doesn't affect all sports, but it does affect swimming. You guys are flying for the first time now, which is fun.
Yeah, we're flying up to Maryland, I guess February 26th for conference, and it's gonna be fun flying with this group of wonderful athletes. But yeah, we have a lot of new competitors this year, a lot of tough challenges, and I mean, like with UNCW, we came through and had a good attitude about it, and so yeah.
All right, Sarah Boyle, she's a senior on the swimming team from Columbia, South Carolina. Are you ready for 5 burning questions?
I don't know, I'm kind of scared.
No one's ever ready for 5 burning questions. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. No peeking. All right, you've obviously been swimming for most of your life. This will be an easy one to start. What is your major, and what do you plan to do after you graduate?
That's not as easy as you would think.
Maybe it is a burning question.
I'm a double major. I have business administration as well as hospitality and tourism management, and a minor in political science. And honestly, I have no idea what I want to do after I graduate. I have an internship at Wild Dunes starting in February, so I guess we'll see where that goes. I took the LSAT for law school, and I'm thinking about maybe applying there, or I guess to a law school, but we'll see.
Well, if you're majoring in tourism or anything tourism related, you're probably in a good spot here in Charleston.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, here we go. You ready? Number 2, would you rather win a gold medal in swimming or get all A's in college?
Ooh.
See? 5 burning questions. It's been a while, but they're still hot.
Can I win a gold medal and get like all A minuses or like B pluses?
No, I'm sorry, that's not the question. Win gold or get all A's? I got a feeling, I think win gold is coming.
I don't know. Like win gold where?
You
like
can still get
the
a good
Olympics
job.
or
Even
like
if you get A's and B's, it's still good. You can say win gold, it's okay. I'd say win gold. What would you say? Would you say win gold?
Probably win gold.
All right, win gold. All right, burning question number 3. You obviously know Michael Phelps. Apparently during competition, he consumes 12,000 calories a day. Do you eat 12,000 calories a day?
No, probably not.
Even close?
No. I think we were talking about that in practice one day. Like you'd have to eat like 500 Oreos or something.
Yeah. It'd be a lot of fun though.
That would be. I don't know if I could do it, but I probably eat more than like the average, but not 12,000.
That's a lot of calories.
That's a lot of calories.
Okay, question number 4. Here we go. Now they're about ready to get hot. All right, a little birdie told me there might be a romantic interest between you and let's just say someone in your sport. Is this true? You don't have to talk about it. But is it true?
I've been dating Cameron Oakley since freshman year. I guess November of freshman year. So yeah, and Coach Doug, he's new. He didn't know we were dating until like 4 months into the year. He thought we were just good friends. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, it's got to be a lot of fun for you guys. Obviously, sharing the moments.
It is.
It's good.
I mean, he's always there at the end of my lane when I'm swimming, so it's definitely encouraging.
So sweet. He's always at the end of the lane. So romantic.
Cheering me on. Yep. Even though I'm like, I can't even see him. Anybody, like when you're swimming and you have people down there cheering at the end of the lane, you can't tell who they are. You're like, what?
Right. All right, here we go. 5th and final burning question. Have you ever seen my YouTube video of my triple Lindy? It's more of a diving question, but have you ever seen it?
No.
Brings back memories. Pretty good. You didn't realize I was such a good diver, did you?
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable dives.
Yeah, I thought so too. I had a good time doing that. All right, Sarah Boyle, she's a senior on the swimming team. Congratulations, the first win for the program since 1982. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
The triple Lindy. Those were the days. Still got it in me.
That'll wrap things up for this week's episode of Inside the Lines here on cofcsports.com. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you're interested in tickets for the men's or women's basketball games this year, make sure you give us a call, 953-CFC. That's 953-CFC, or make sure you log on to cofcsports.com. After that trip with Lindy, like I said, I still got it in me, so we are not done yet. I decided to challenge Sarah to one-on-one. We decided that the stroke would be the backstroke. Probably not the best idea for me to challenge her in the backstroke, considering she goes up and back in less than 30 seconds. But here it was, and obviously things did not go well again.
All right, just moments away here from jumping into this. By the way, it's the middle of winter. It's freezing outside. Whose idea was it to do this feature at the pool during the wintertime? It's freezing outside. All right, so we're just a couple minutes away here from jumping in the pool. Apparently the stroke of choice is the backstroke. All right, I'm gonna need some tips. Give me some tips. You said you go down it. We're gonna go all the way down to the end and all the way back. It might take a little while. Sarah says she does it in about 30 seconds. It might take me a little bit longer. All right, give me some tips. What do I need to do with my hands and everything?
Well, I guess for backstroke, you need to stay on your back. On your back.
I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't have known that.
If you flip over on your stomach, that's disqualification. So that's cheating. Put your hands in the water. You got to put your pinkies in first, and then pull the water down. And
Do I cup my hands? Do you keep your hands like?
Yeah, kind of. You could do that. You could kind of do that. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean there's really not much to it.
And then kicking, anything special with kicking?
I guess it's flutter kick. I don't know if you know what that is. You said you used to swim back in the day, so.
I know what a flutter kick is.
Flutter
All right, so
kick.
stay on my back, flutter kick. I got my goggles.
Which goggles do you wear?
I don't know. Boris said that one is for, I don't know, UV protection. The other one's for insect. I don't know which one's
This
better.
one's, what's your favorite color?
Well, blue matches my swimsuit.
All right, wear the blue ones.
Okay. All right, so I'll wear the blue one since it matches the swimsuit. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Sarah and I have already jumped in the pool. Here we go.
Ready? Take your mark. Am I winning?
Yes, you're winning. You got it.
Is that the halfway mark?